Here is day one of Roadbound. I'm taking a 3-month road trip around the United States, hitting all my dream locations. The first stop takes place in Garner, one of Texas's most beautiful state parks.
Arrived I have. After a 3.5-hour drive, I am here in Garner. It's a hot day. In fact, about 107 degrees hot, a little toasty. This is indeed going to be the warmest day I've ever camped. And I would say let's get unpacked, but I don't need to unpack anything.
So I think I already have a regret so far of how I built this car, and I wish I had a hatch access from the left side of my door, because otherwise I have to crawl into my trunk and kind of like reach really hard in to try to get to my food. So I've eaten all that much today, and so I'm kicking it off with a lot of protein. I've got Premier Protein 30 grams, granola bar another 30 grams, so 60 grams of protein and about probably 400 calories.
There she is in all her beauty.
It's a little weird to think that I'm gonna be living out of that little tiny vehicle for the next 3 months. Also, Garner State Park, their sewage system is a mess apparently, and the bathrooms are completely shut down. There is zero bathroom access, and so if I need to take a crap, it's happening in the woods. When it's this hot, there's really nothing else to do but take a dip in the river, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So pretty. I can't reach the thing with my hands, so I'm gonna jump and grab it. There's a lot of clay in this river that I can only see about a foot in front of me. And it's psyching me out. I think I'm gonna go back down the river where there's more people, but it's a lot clearer. I think I'll enjoy myself a little more down there.
Words cannot describe how thankful I was for this river. It was so hot. So getting the opportunity to just spend hours in the river, which is exactly what I did, was so nice. Eventually though, it got late enough and cool enough in my head that I was gonna go for a bike ride.
So it is currently 6 o'clock, meaning I'll probably ride for about an hour. I'm so hyped for this bike ride. This is my first bike ride I'm doing for the road trip. It's gonna kind of set a precedent of how I'm gonna go about doing these bike rides. So I'm super hyped for it. Woo! I ain't gonna lie, I'm absolutely cooked. I was only on the road for about 45 minutes. Coming to the end, oh my gosh, it is so hot, and it's like 6 p.m. Oh my gosh. Well, I finished. Oh, I cannot wait to get back into the river. I'm going straight there. I'm also taking the bike clothes I just wore, and I'm gonna rinse them in the river just to get the sweat off, because they're already wet, but they're wet because of the sweat. I'd rather them be wet from the water than from my sweat, because my sweat will make a stench quicker than the water will. Gonna lay all this out, let it all dry out. There we go. I didn't even say what I'm having for dinner, but I'm having beans, canned chicken, microwavable rice, and tortillas. I already have tossed the rice in. Yummy. Got some salt in there, some garlic powder, and some Italian seasoning. Now that did take longer than I wanted it to, but it's done. Hey, that's plenty good enough. See y'all in the morning. Morning, folks. I did not sleep too good. No big surprises there. It was very, very hot. Got the solar panels out. Got my battery charging my fan that lost battery last night. Of course, charging my laptop that I'll edit on. So I've got a pretty nice setup right now before I head on out. I want to show y'all. So I've got the solar panel sitting on top of my car, and the cord can fit through the little rubber lining, which then feeds into my charging bank, which is charging both my phone and my fan right now. And the solar panel is producing only 7 watts of power,
but it's only sucking out about 9 watts of power, meaning this could technically be charging for about 7 days straight if it wanted to. Let's go to the gift shop. Crunch bar, so good. I'm going there. Me for real. Me for real. So the hike up to Old Baldy isn't even that long. It's just kind of steep and it's so hot. It'll probably suck a lot of my energy out. It's way too hot, to be honest. Yo, whoever told me to go hike up Old Baldy at almost 10 a.m. was stupid. That person was so dumb. There's a bit more wind up here and a bit better views, if you ask me. Growing up, I always had an appreciation for that tree way out in the middle, and I still do. It's still there, and it's all on its own. There's that river I cannot wait to get into. Hello, America. So the prickly pear cactus was an invasive species that has spent some time removing in South Africa, but it's native here in Texas, and this is the most ripe fruit that I've actually ever seen in my life. So I'm gonna collect a couple and take it back to camp. Alrighty, let's cut these puppies open. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. Alrighty, cheers. That's not very good. I think I'll just stick to the normal fruit. So I am so exhausted. I haven't recorded pretty much the whole day since I got back from the hike. I sat around for about 2.5 hours, just sitting in shade, trying to sit out the sun. Then I got enough courage to go on a bike ride. I didn't film any of it, but as you can see how red my face is or how sweaty I am, I did do it. And now I'm going to the second secret spot. It's not very secretive, but hopefully there'll be clearer, bluer waters where I'm going. So when I said bluer, this is what I meant. Oh yeah. And the best part is there's like no one around here.
So I'm finally alone. There was someone that was in an inner tube for a bit, kind of hanging around here. It's just me in this little lagoon. I love it.
Look how blue this water is. Alright, so I got myself kind of cleaned up and changed clothes. It's dinner time now. Ramen, more chicken, and a protein bar. Watch me get this first try. I'm so good. And the verdict is still way too hot. Nighttime quickly rolled around and it was indeed another long night. So it's 11 p.m. and about 95 degrees in this car. So tired of this heat. It's so miserable. I have this fan running right here. It's literally my only saving grace right now. I'm so ready to drive north.
Well, good morning, folks. It is about 7:30 in the morning. I slept horrible last night. I don't know what it was about last night compared to the night before, but it was significantly hotter.
So I just took a shower, and I kid you not, that is a top 3 shower I've ever taken in my life. That felt so good. I feel so rejuvenated. I'm not gonna spend too much more time here in Garner, taking my last views of this beautiful sunrise.